we don't have a mind. We also don't have a life. We also don't have a body. We don't have memories. We don't have family or friends. We don't have a past or a future. We don't have a location or a place where we exist. We don't have anything. Now, these are not just empty statements. These are facts about you, about me, about this reality. Now let's try to kindle the flames of understanding regarding these statements. Like most things in life, this is counterintuitive as to how this works. Because when I say you don't have a mind, for some reason we can't understand it in any other way other than imagining the claim to mean that I exist, but I don't have a mind. So the kind of visual image that we get is the sense of me not having a mind. So there is me, there's a me, but the mind is not real. This is what we imagine when I say we don't have a mind. Also, when I say we don't have a body, the image that comes is an undefined self existing, but there not being a body. So we imagine that we exist and whatever we don't have doesn't exist. And so this is actually the exact opposite of what the sentence means. It's the perfect misunderstanding, actually. So here's how it goes. Try to follow this. When I say we don't have a mind, what I mean is that when you look at the mind, and by mind I now just mean generally the space in which thoughts are, or the dark space, when you close the eyes and look at the actual visual input. I would say that's mind for now. And the thoughts that appear in the darkness, that's mind. Now when I say we don't have a mind, what I mean is the question becomes about who has those thoughts. Now, when you look at the thoughts, you see the thought, right? It's easy to notice the thought in your consciousness. Now, if you slow the mind down a little bit, you can begin to observe where there is that subconscious sense of existing as the perceiver of the thought. Somehow back there behind the experience. Like the thought is appearing in front of you and you're behind the thought, noticing it. Now, we don't have a mind. What does it mean? It means that you can't really find an existing entity that has a form behind any movement of thought. Even if the thought is saying, this is me, I am seeing this. There's no being behind the thought, seeing the thought. So now the only thing that's left that could be owning the mind, having the mind, is the mind itself. So should we then say, I am the mind and I have myself? The mind has the thoughts. The thoughts are having themselves. The thoughts have the thoughts. Because there's no other entities around them to have them. If you look. And don't imagine, look. So does that make sense to be saying a thought has itself? No. Why? Because a thing doesn't have itself, it just is itself. Because owning or having something implies there being two things. One thing that has the other. It's a relationship between those. Now when I say we don't have a mind, what I mean is that thoughts are there and the mind is there. So what's not there? What's not there? Who's not having a mind? Means we don't have a mind because I don't exist. And therefore, there doesn't exist an I that has the mind. Also, memories of the past. We don't have a past not because the memories of the past are not there and the I is there. Nuh-uh. We don't have a past because memories of a past are there as memories in the present, but there isn't an entity to whom those memories appear. So it's the exact opposite. We don't have a body because, yes, sometimes there is the appearance of the body, but there isn't an I. Now, let's go back to when I said that owning implies there being two things. This is key. Get this? There is experience for us right now. Now, scan around your experience, inside the experience at first. Don't look with the eyes. You can keep the eyes centered on anywhere you like, but don't move the eyes. Don't scan with the eyes. Scan with your inner gaze. Move your attention within the boundaries of this experience you're having. Just generally, to get a good feel of what it feels like to have an experience. Now, can you find within that experience some special experience who's the owner of all the rest of that experience? Again, scan, not with the eyes, with your inner vision, the attention. or even just the whole view at once, not moving anything even? Can you find within the experience the owner of the experience? Or what most feels like the owner of the experience? Something that if you removed from the experience, the rest of the experience would also go. Because an experience would always be it would depend on the owner of the experience being there. So can you find something in the experience, inside the experience, that if you remove right now, everything else would also go? So if you remove the painting on a wall, that doesn't really matter. So the painting wasn't the experiencer. Now remove one finger. Everything else stays the same. So the finger wasn't the experiencer. Remove a hand. Nothing else changes. Remove both legs, both arms. The walls are still there. Time is still flowing. Nothing changes. Now remove the whole body. You can still kind of visualize the same experience, just without any visual input of yourself, of the body being there. So just imagine like an empty room, exactly like the room you're in right now, without your body in it, from the same point of view, but without any contours of the body or that first person view of the body. It's easy. So the body is not one who sees. Now, remove the entire experience. Can you do it? What would be left? Can there be anything left to experience if you remove all experience? Of course not. It's simple. There can't be, because anything left would be an experience, and you need to remove all experience for this thought experiment. So now, can we then say that the entire experience is the experiencer? Not any specific place inside the experience, but the material of experience. There's a sort of knowingness embedded in all arising experience, a sort of self-knowing. Everything knows itself to be. So now we can come back to that owning or having part of the inquiry. So who's having this experience? The only thing we can say to be having this experience is the entire experience field itself. Because that's the only thing that when we remove, there is no experience left. And therefore, as there is nothing left, there also isn't any experiencer left, any pure experiencer, pure witness, empty witness, pure consciousness. Apart from experience, there's nothing left to know. No experience left. There is no such thing as an experience of the witness. So we can't say that anything is having this experience, except the experience itself is having itself. But now it doesn't make sense to be saying that the experience is having itself. It's not having itself. It's simply, proudly, beautifully being itself. The most confident and self-evident thing there could possibly be. It's being itself. There's nothing in here that has anything else. This is just us being ourselves. This is us being ourselves. Ponder these things and find out the truth of these sayings.